Now, I'm going to assemble my team of researchers, and I'm going to pick it apart for y'all and show y'all, because I already did it myself, so I know everything in it there that they said they had to control the world, they already did. Not going to do, they already did it. Their signature is on all their works. So they need to be compensated for their unjust works with justice. They need to be compensated for their unjust works with justice. So now, what do? We go to Hollywood and we get rid of the Jewish Defense League's positions of power. They don't need to be there. But this is how we gonna do it so it don't cause too much disruptions in the day-to-day life. Every one of them, like example, I want Ted Fields to have to get in the UFC cage with Suge Knight and see how he fare. I want David Kenner to have to scrap with Dr. Dre and see how he fare. No, Harry-O. Send him in there with Harry-O in the joint. Let him go down there to fight Harry-O. See, Harry-O in there on some BS. You see? But he ain't no fool. So they take his money and start companies with, and don't want to pay his money back to him that he earned by working for the government in sales and distribution. Working for the government. He can't be in prison for working for the government. It's not a crime to work for your government. That's patriotic at heart. He was working for your government. The same with Freeway Ricky Ross. He was working for your government, but when Russell Poole exposed him, now they got to lock him up because the government don't want you to know they behind it, because then you're going to start asking questions. When you start asking questions, you're going to find out that it's a rogue faction of government. We've been infiltrated. Well, when did it happen? Go back. Dwight D. Eisenhower, leaving office, his farewell address, he told you about military-industrial complex and the potential of its power of oppression of all people on earth. America has assembled its military force to call the Leviathan force around the world under the military-industrial complex. Now, if you know your biblical text, you know what the Leviathan is, the great beast. You know what it is. You know who was behind it. But it ain't the people of America. It's a rogue faction within the government of America that's pushing this agenda. What do? We drain the swamp. Now we gave Donald Trump a job to get the imposters out at high levels of politics, and he exposed Hillary and her husband, William Jefferson Clinton. And he exposed, he haven't exposed them, but he is addressing it, has addressed it. Your Bushes, your Rumsfelds, your Cheneys, they all know what's up. They all in on it together. There's only one of these jackals I ain't quite figured out yet, so I'm not going to put his name in here. Because it looked like, but he might have been going to the right. So I'm not going to mention him. I have to talk to my elders that know him better than I do in order to determine if what I see is really what I see. Because at the close of the age, as you get closer to where I'm at, more deception is exposed, so the righteous have to use a greater deception than the deceiver. So sometimes the misdirection is confusing. I could go do the math on it, but I haven't done it yet because I don't want it really to be true, and I want to give the people an opportunity. Now, politics, as we see it, is corrupt. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It's corrupt. We need to revamp the whole system in every nation around this planet. One country at a time, but everybody got to start at home first. Everybody at home got to get the imposters out their house. When all of the imposters is in the streets, then we know what we up against. You know, that fake love, fake hugs, that shit. It's over. Now, all of the ones responsible, they gonna have an opportunity to defend themselves with the facts. But if they can't defend themselves with the facts and satisfy the people, they're gonna have to get in that cage. And the ones that they wrong can pick who they want to resolve the matter. See, we got Dana White in this UFC stuff. And we got him there for a reason. Dana White's job is to make it, he was to help Europe develop their own fighting style on the heels of what happened in Babylon. Everybody gave a drop of blood, and then Europe was supposed to develop to their own level of greatness so that they can have their name in the history books. This was supposed to be done as Greeks, but they were sacked by Rome and raped by Rome, figuratively and literally. Figuratively and literally. All of this stuff is verifiable and will be verified with the facts in written form and video format. I'm going to do all of this work to show y'all. Now, I did a lot of work to get where I'm at now because I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I did a whole lot of research, investigation for a long time to find out why are we suffering like we are. I did the work. I got some more work now. While the imposters are being weeded out, they gonna all be sick. But the information and the sharing with these type of women that creates the family structure. These type of women coming together is what generates the energy. See, these weak dudes, they want a woman they can break down. They don't want a woman that they can help build up, because that intimidates them in a position of power. But they don't never understand that the higher he can build her up inside, the greater it propels him outside. And what do I mean by that? The term behind every great man is a great woman is an understatement. Because there will be no great man in the history of the world if he didn't have a woman as the catalyst for his actions. I don't even care if he's gay. Alexander, Constantine, they all had women that empowered them to go out and do what appeared to be impossible. Now think about that for a minute. Great men that done things that might appear on the surface at the time to be impossible, a woman can come partner with them, all of a sudden they doing some shit on another level. Yes, she is. She think that she's Mazel. She thinks she's still not ready. She thinks that she still got some more self-work to do. Never understanding that the rest of her self-work has to be done in front of other women so they can capitalize off seeing her make mistakes and correct her errors in real time. Don't nobody never know how important that is until they see it. Because you always see people pop out in the leadership position. You don't see they struggle or where they came from, and you can't use it to your advantage. Actually, all of y'all, right? This is what I'm gonna do. No, I ain't gonna do that. But all of y'all sisters that I mentioned, and there's some more of them, I didn't mention all of them, have a part that's obvious to me. It ain't obvious to y'all, just like my part wasn't obvious to me until I was done doing certain tasks. When I completed certain tasks, and that showed me the next task to complete. But all of y'all got a part, and y'all got a skill set that benefits each other. Like, for instance, if I put you and Eli in front of 500 women that's been degraded and broken down. What's that? I was looking for them. I was looking for them.
They was outside the court. Yeah, I'm gonna take them for a walk when I get done with this live.
I'm definitely say I'll try to take it for a walk.
You can take one of them, two of them, don't matter.
Right.
Okay, so when y'all put y'all skill sets together, the effect that it have multiplies. Like one of y'all in this 50 women might only be able to reach 10. The other one might only be able to reach 12. But when y'all energy come together, y'all reach the 50 in the room and 150 in the street. And this is the hard part to see at the grassroots level, because we looking at the roots. We ain't looking at the end product, the tree. We looking at the roots. So when you're looking at the roots, you're going to see a lot of dirt, but you have to see through the dirt to where the roots can absorb the moisture, and that's where you water the plant first. So I'm looking at the root. I'm looking at you, Jillian, Eli, Porsche. I'm looking at the power y'all generate, the knowledge set, manner of thinking, the know we cool long as you don't bring the bullshit. I'm looking at all of this is coming from all of y'all. Character-wise, it says that y'all all on the same page. Y'all all want the same thing. Method-wise, y'all all got a different skill set. And so, me looking at it, I'm saying, well, these two need to meet right now. These two need to meet right now. And so y'all can start communicating, building relationships. When y'all start building these relationships, no matter where y'all at in the world, y'all connected. And this is part of what I have to teach y'all. Some of y'all know how to do it. Yeah. Some of y'all already know what to do and how to do it, but y'all don't have the structure. Some of y'all have parts of the structure, but y'all don't know the what and the how. So it's a whole bunch of stuff all over the place. And I say power not used is the same as being powerless. But you have to know how to make all of the ends connect in order to make a cohesive unit. It's what Malcolm said about the 5 digits. You know, you slap somebody, you might slap them down and all that. But when you hit them with the full lock of the 5, you knock their ass out. It's the same principle. And so I reach out, you know, knowing that these dudes are so fucked up that y'all had no reason to believe shit I say coming behind these sorry ass motherfuckers. So what do I have to do? I had to hit y'all with so much real shit that y'all say that motherfucker ain't on no bullshit. Can't nobody say that much real shit and be on some bullshit. So then y'all started to say, okay, well, let's see what this motherfucker really trying to put together. What is he really trying to do? Then it'll start making sense now, right? Then it'll start making sense. So I can pull different people from different places and you put them all together, and first you just let them get to know each other. That's the first order of business. They have to feel each other out. Now check this out. This is where the power comes in. Let's say I judge one female out of 10 wrong. She don't fit. I think she fit, but she really don't. How long is it going to take those other 9 to figure it out? She going to turn around and leave immediately. The vibration of the 9 that's in sync, the other female has to run. Truth on the flow, falsehood must flee. That's how the Moor said. Truth on the manifest, falsehood flee. So a riding bitch, different than a riding no good bitch, she can't be in the presence of real women. She can't exist in that enriched, wholesome environment because it's gonna make her feel like they say, a hooker in church. The crazy thing about it is one of the ones in tune might actually have a job as a hooker. That might be her job. That might be her chosen profession, but she vibrate with the other 9. But the one who is the secretary in the penthouse, she don't fit because she's a no good riding tramp. She not gonna never fit with righteous women, so she gonna always say, "I can't get along with women. Me and women don't get along. They get along with guys." You only get along with guys because you don't want a righteous woman to call you on your unrighteous bullshit. It's the same with the dudes. Dudes be like, "Man, I don't fuck with them niggas. I don't fuck with them niggas." You the nigga they don't need to be fucking with. You the exact motherfucker they don't need to fuck with. But you talking about you don't fuck with them. They embrace your sorry ass every time you coming around, but you don't fuck with them niggas. You treat them like shit, and they treat you like gold, and you really the one that's fucked up and need to be took out behind the barn and treated like an old gelded horse. I'm just saying. See, we got enough motherfuckers that can teach us some bullshit. Who gonna teach us some real shit? Yep. No, the mother man, if she ain't right, she got two choices with the group. If she not right, she only got two choices in that group. She either gonna get right or get the fuck away fast. She gonna either get right, like, for instance, I was talking to Akshita when I first met her, and she was shutting me down where she thought bullshit was coming. And I kept saying, no, there ain't no bullshit coming here. But she not buying it, right? The same way that she was talking to me, she ain't gonna bite her tongue if she sees that this female in there trying to get money out the deal when that ain't what the purpose is. We trying to raise children. We trying to create a new future, and all you trying to do is get a couple dollars, bitch, go strip. That's the type of get the fuck out of here she gonna be faced with if she don't get right. So some of them gonna want to get right and some of them not. But the ones that's not gonna want to get right, they're gonna end up in a real bad situation because the selection of men is about to drop. Because a whole bunch of us males, we about to die. A whole lot of us, masculine gender, we about to drop dead with bullets in our head. Had no mistake about it. We about to be gone. Women gonna be literally walking down the street trying to see what it looked like to see an adult male, let alone a fucking man. Because they're not gonna attack the women first. They're gonna attack the defenders first. So I'm already ready. They can kill me right now. I don't give a fuck. Only problem that I got with Dan right now is then I won't be in the position to help the most people that I can help. That's the only problem I got with Diane. I don't like it here. I ain't happy here. I don't want to be here. And I ain't suicidal and I ain't killing myself. Because before I kill me, it's 8.4 other billion motherfuckers that I feel can go before me. It's about 8.4 billion that I feel can go before me. And there's at least 7 billion motherfuckers don't need to be breathing on this motherfucker to begin with. But I would never hold them accountable for the deceiving enemy that deceived them. I would never hold that against them. That ain't their fault. Yep. And for the record, Akshita, if you would have been any less no nonsense, then I would have perceived you absolutely wrong. That no nonsense is also what we need. It's just like if I would have kept trying to feed you bullshit, you would have shut me all the way down, probably cussed me out, and gave me some real colorful language that would brighten up the days and nights of Satan himself. I wasn't gonna do that because I'm not here for that. I'm here to uplift. So, this is going into 30 minutes, and this was supposed to have been the recap, and I was going into the sisterhood on the last one. They cut me out, and I had to come back to this. Now, if y'all scroll down my page, you'll see that there's a video on the Feng Shui. There's a video on the Art of Tea. Those tied back to a video I did called The Way of the Woman. And there's also posts that I got up of around the world, cultural dance from around the world, women doing these dances. Damn right, I see the all love and respect, sweetie. Anything you need, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. But right now it's about us finding the structure to do the teaching and organizing the group. And the crazy thing is, now this is going to take y'all for a loop. I don't like people. I don't like people generally because people tend to allow other people to do bad things to them so they can have somebody to blame for bad things happening to them. I feel like if you don't fight for yourself, then nobody else can't fight for you. You tie their hands. You tie the hands of the help. You can't tie your helper's hands. You got to, if you want to be free, you have to free your helper. to do their part. I can't protect my woman if she keep the danger from my knowledge. I can't protect my children if I don't know there's danger around my children. So this is what I'm gonna do in this video. But I want to leave a message for Akshita. If you want, I would like for you to make contact with those women I mentioned and a couple more. If you inbox me, I'll give you each one of their names just so y'all can start getting to know each other. Because when the time comes, the structure is going to be in place. The structure is going to be in place. Only thing we're going to have to do at that point is meet. And so, if whichever one of y'all named in these last two videos, if y'all want to know, like who you need to know, and y'all want to start getting familiar with each other, all you gotta do is inbox me and say, send me the names of the sisters, and I'll start sending you the ones. I'll send you their name and what their primary skill set is. But y'all being women got multiple talents, and y'all some bad motherfuckers anyway. So just because y'all skilled in one area don't mean y'all don't have other skills. But the primary thing for the structure is what has to be set up. And when you see, everything has to be drawn from different places. Okay, actually, all you got to do, just inbox me, say, send me my sister's information, and I'll start sending them to you one by one, and you can introduce yourself to them. It's the sisterhood. I'm just an alchemist. I'm just an alchemist in the temple, waiting to be pulled out so we can fix some fucked up shit that's been fucked up for too long. And we take it from there. Let me see if I got any. Y'all got any questions before I wrap this up? Birmingham, Alabama. I stayed down there for a minute. I done stayed somewhere everywhere. See, part of rising to this occasion is we have to be able to go around the different places in the country and see how the people live so that you can understand the problem at its source. And once you understand the problem at its source, then you can start piecing the solution together. Because the solution is 98% in the problem. The obstacle is the way, as Ryan Holiday would say, Stoic philosophy. So I don't see no questions popping up. So, and I was just on here, just, with no particular agenda in mind. And yeah. Whoa. That's some. Now this is some powerful stuff. Mizell and Paul Nitz. I ain't never been to the feds, Mizell, but I've been in a few cages in a few different places though. I like this though. King Eddie said, Mizell, I think we family. That would be something to be watching the video of motherfucker in an entirely different part of the world or country and coming to find out that you bump into a family member that you in the same city with and you ain't even never had an opportunity to spend no time with. Now you talking about what's that term? Singularity, convergence. That's real time convergence into the singularity right there. That's real time convergence. That's some heavy shit. Hey, LOL Adams. So the sisterhood is important. The art, it's gonna look so different than regular school, but it's gonna look so much like a tribal village in a modern era setting.